So this was incredibly important to her, and I just want to read the end of her preface, partly to give you a sense of how beautiful her writing was, but also to give you a sense of why she felt this was an important book to write and what it was she was trying to say. So this is Sylvia Pankhurst. This hasn't been published before. This is Sylvia Pankhurst on New York. But even as it is today, how wonderful is New York from some high place at twilight, when the lofty buildings of commerce are fading into obscurity, and one sees not their great walls, faint and shadowy, but their thousand windows like jewels of fire. Their golden patterning and the blue fading light cast a compelling glamour over this city of substantial and materialistic trade. It becomes ethereal as a city of dreams, beautiful and calm as the home of supermen. Seeing the city thus, it is strange to remember it on a sad day of mourning, when rain poured from a grey sky and a long procession of saddened work girls marched in their poor black garments to show honour and respect to their comrades burnt to death in an awful fire. A fire that was fatal because ordinary means of exit were inadequate. Fire escapes were too short to reach their factory's monstrous height, and when the girls sprang from the roof, their tender bodies came hurtling down with an impelling force that tore the sheets held out to them to shreds. As one travels over that vast continent of America, teeming with wondrous natural resources, with endless possibilities of new growth, one sees, as in our older and more crowded land, everywhere the cruel waste of precious human energy and the crushing out of fragile, tender things. One sees perhaps more clearly than in any other country new ideals of civilization striving with the old, the sharp, impersonal, pitiless commercial enterprise that everywhere crushes out the slothful inexactitudes and rough, spasmodic kindlinesses and brutalities of the past, and would in its turn make the human beings that it uses ever more machine-like. One now sees faced with the new upspringing of public thought and action that shall place higher than all else the happiness and development of human lives. It is because the things with which they deal are symptomatic of growth from the waste and hardship of the old, ill-regulated past to the splendid hopes and promises of the future that these chapters have been written.